Good evening everyone. Today in this lesson we are going to talk about how we can build up a greater efficiency in English speaking. Dear learners, if you want to upgrade, if you want to be fluent in English speaking, so what are the things you need to do on every single day? So there are so many steps, so many guidelines, strategies, techniques, etc, etc, but which tips are actually appropriate for you, you need to find out. You will be lost in the midst of so many tips and guidelines, but you need to choose the specific one. You need to apply to your learning phrase the specific one, those specific and appropriate proper tips which are going to be more suitable, and you will feel more comfortable while you are practicing your English speaking, and in your learning phrase you will have more effectiveness and impact while you learning English language skill. As you can see here, five tips you can see here, 5 tips under the heading, under the slogan fluency hacks. So here as you can see, 5 tips. These tips are not regular and average kind, these tips are more advanced, and these tips are more connected to the learning of intensive level and the aspect of English language. So let's talk about these 5 tips. First tip number 1, learn in a friendly environment. So while we talk about friendly environment, what I do mean actually, friendly environment means in which environment, in which atmosphere, in which platform and foundation you are learning English speaking, it must have some calmness of your mind, some peacefulness, and of course you were practicing without any disturbance. You were, whatever things you were reading, whatever things you were listening, in order to have the better efficiency in your learning skill, in your listening skill, in your writing skill, while you were practicing. So actually you were doing all these things without any disturbance. So you have to be in such environment which will be more comfortable you and for your learning. So you need to create it. So while you were practicing English speaking, while you were writing something, while you were listening something, maybe at your home, so you must be ensure and affirm that fact that you were doing all these things without any disturbance. So always have the friendly environment. Create friendly environment for your best result. So now the next point is don't let negative thoughts dominate your learning. So while you are learning a new language skill, English language, of course, learning of English language, as I said earlier, that it's a big deal, it's a big involvement, it's a practical skill. It's not like something you can learn from a book. It's not like something anyone can bring fluency for you, and it's not like a gift that anyone can give you, and it's not like that. Fluency means you can speak spontaneously without any hesitation, and your spontaneity and your clarity in your expression, it will attract and it will be enticing for the listeners who are going to listening you, and you were speaking in such a manner that everyone will be that most of the listeners will be attracted to listen your thoughts, to listen your ideas, to listen your speaking. So don't let the negative thoughts dominate your learning. While you are learning this language, that you will face so many negative thoughts on the way of your learning, on your track, but you need to discard them, you need to avoid them. But we while we talk about to discard, to avoid, to demolish, to destroy all your negative thoughts which will appear in the course of your learning, you need to destroy them. But how you can destroy them? So there is a best way, there is a best way you can do it. So you need, if you fight them, if you fight against them, to resist, then you will never be able to destroy and pacify them. So you should not fight against them, you should not fight them, you should not try to resist them, you should not try to give obstacle and hindrance and prevent them, you should not prevent them. So always think that negative thoughts are your friends, they are like your family members of your learning family. So always think it, never try to forcibly resist them, never try to dominate your power over them. So always welcome them, always think that they are very common in the aspect of your learning, always think that. So don't try to resist them. If you try to resist them forcibly and with your power and high strength, then they will be more powerful. The more you will try to resist them, the more ferocious they will be. So always live with them. This is the best way you can pacify them. And now the tip number 3, make persistent effort. Of course, while you were learning English speaking, that it's very important, then you need to practice regularly and persistently. Your persistent effort is very much required. Your persistent effort is needed here, and if you are not doing the persistent effort, you can never be successful in this field. Always be honest, whatever things you are doing, don't take all these things pressure upon you. So always think that I'm doing all these things for the betterment of life, for having the better opportunity, for having the glorified career. So that's why I'm doing all these things for the means of your life's goodness. So you are doing this persistent effort. Now the tip number 4, maintain consistency. So you were learning English speaking, you were learning the communication skill. Of course, you need to be you need to maintain the consistency. You need to be more consistent. Whatever things you were doing, you were practicing your English, you were expanding your knowledge, you were learning every day, you were learning so many new things, new words, new phrases, new sentences, new structure. Everything you were learning, maintaining the consistency. So what is the best way? The best way you can do it, what is the best way you can do it? That you need to maintain a diary, you need to maintain a schedule or a routine, and you need to work as per your schedule and your routine. So what is maintain the consistency? Now the tip number 5, the last step, be emotional while learning. So be emotional, be passionate, always be emotional while learning. Of course, this is the best way, this is the effective way of improving yourself. And I think that if you can work on your emotion, that it will be more effective, your learning will be more effective and impactful. So while we talk about emotion, that you need to learn English speaking skill with your emotion, with your highest emotion. Work on your highest emotion. That be emotional while you are practicing something. Be emotional while you are listening something. Suppose you were watching a motivational video in a TED Talk, and while you were watching that video, that you can you relate yourself to that motivational stuff. And if you can relate your life, if you can relate your strain to that kind of stuff, that you will feel more emotional, you will feel more motivated. So always be emotional while you are learning, and your emotion will bring something effective and something more impactful for you. So always apply these 5 tips while you are learning English speaking, and be effective and drastic speaker alone at home. Always do the persistent effort, always have the intention, always have the faith within yourself. And if you can have all these possibilities, definitely you will be able to learn English speaking more effectively, and you can speak like me, and you can share your thoughts, your ideas, your experience with anyone. So it is possible, not impossible. So from now onward, try to convert the word impossible to I am possible. So if you get even a little amount of inspiration from my videos, from my content, I would just simply suggest you, please stay connected with me. Please stay heart to heart connected with me. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.